There's a hurricane in the town
Oh
right
my
now.
God, there's a
that
hurricane!
emanates from Burl.
Acknowledge the hurricane!
Dismiss climate crisis.
You can't dismiss
it's real.
it.
It's happening. We have heat dome.
He dismissed the hurricane. Oh, God, they give it to Poilievre. They give it to him. Poilievre, who's he? He's not prime minister. What I watched today was just insane. To me, it was insane. Like, you're complaining about the weather to this man, about a hurricane, climate change. Poilievre couldn't do anything right. I know a lot of people watch this and they're all like, "Oh, it was really good on No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You can never be good in front of this assembly. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do or what you've ever done for this group. It's never going to be good enough. And I think it's us always apologizing and saying sorry for everything that we've done. Acknowledging how terrible we are, acknowledging how criminal we are because we're thieves. We stole. So he stands up and he answers some questions today in front of an assembly. And just listen to it.
Over to microphone number 1, please.
Microphone number 1.
Judy Wilson. My traditional name is Red Hummingbird Woman. I'm from unceded territory of the Secwepemc Ulu. I just wanted to say thanks to the ancestral lands, the people here, but I also want to recognize our veterans who stood with their back to you. That should be acknowledged.
With their back to you? What the hell? Why are you clapping? Maybe I'm lost.
In our LGBTQAA+.
Of course,
because in your speech, you did not acknowledge missing murdered women. You did not...
Or the LGBTQ. What? You didn't say enough in your beautiful speech, Pierre.
Acknowledge missing murdered women. You did not acknowledge the United Nations. You did not acknowledge the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People.
Okay.
You did not acknowledge the inherent title rights where my people come from. A majority of our province are inherent title and rights. It's treaty rights and constitution rights, but it's also inherent title and rights. So you failed to recognize that. You need to educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
So the other part is that you also failed to recognize our residential school survivors, who is a...
We got to recognize the survivor. What are you talking about? You expect him to say everything under the sun? He'd be up there all night. See, that's the problem. He's not up there all night recognizing and acknowledging everything. You can't make people happy. You just can't.
A real live issue. If you're working to be the next Prime Minister in Canada, it tells me you have a lot of education to do.
Because he didn't say anything.
Fronts.
Because he didn't say enough.
And coming here and not acknowledging it is a first step that you need to do.
See, guys, when we continue to acknowledge everything and you miss something, you're in trouble. You can't do anything right. This is so stupid. See, this pisses me off. Like, who is she? What makes you so special? And your goofy friend over there, which, by the way, I kind of like those glasses.
To do in those fronts, and coming here and not acknowledging it is a first step that you need to do.
No, you don't.
And also, one of the biggest thing is our children and our families. And I want to also say, underscore climate change. I did not hear anything about the climate crisis, climate change issues.
Yeah? Huh?
There's a hurricane in the town
right now. Oh my God, there's a hurricane!
From Burl.
Acknowledge the hurricane!
Dismiss climate crisis.
You can't dismiss it.
It's happening. We have heat dome.
He dismissed the hurricane. Do you believe it? What's she going to say about heat domes?
How can we dismiss climate crisis? It's real. It's happening. We have heat domes people are dying from.
It just snowed in White Rock 2 weeks ago.
We have wildfires. That has to be one of
Well, then put them out.
Your top agendas, not just the economy and business to Canada. You have to address the climate crisis.
You failure.
But I want to share my time with Mary TG that talk about the children and family. That's so
Mary who?
important, and that's what we're dealing with today.
Thank you, Chief Coaches. Mary TG,
Get out of the
Chief
way.
Proxy,
Nice hoops.
Tacklination. First of all, I just wanted to acknowledge my sister's words, and I just wanted to
I don't know, I kinda find it
reference your saying that Harper apologized. We endured the worst 10 years ever under the Harper Conservative government. An apology without
he's out of water.
actions, an apology without money to back it and to make fundamental changes,
Give
just
me water.
hollow words in the wind. And we want to ensure that what we endured under the Harper regime,
Yeah,
we
I
won't,
interrupt.
we
Shut
won't
up.
go through that with you. So what assurances can you give us? I am the Section 35 rights holder, so I think you need to really, again, educate yourself for that. And again, to have a really clear plan to ensure how's your government going to ensure that no longer will our women ever go missing and go murdered again. So we need to.
What the hell? You want him to guarantee to you that your people will never go murdered or missing again. Can you please guarantee me that you're Superman? Acknowledge a goddamn hurricane. You gotta be kidding me. This is so childish.
Today is July 11th. This is the anniversary of the 1990 Oka crisis.
1990?
Where we know what happened, where your government marched troops
His government.
into your allies' lands. There still has never been an apology about that or any movement going forward.
Sorry about
so
that.
if your government is committed to repairing the relationships with
You
First
better
Nations,
say sorry.
then I would ask you to start using the White Montour decision.
Pierre, you forgot to say
Supreme
sorry
Court of
about
Canada.
1990.
So just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
Miigwech, Red Chief.
Anyways, apparently we're still failing everybody.